back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing my winter foundation and base routine. If you want to see how I create this glowing, non-crusty base during the winter time, then just keep on watching. So I got you nice and zoomed in so that you can see what I'm doing to my face as I go through my winter foundation routine. So I've already not fully prepped my skin, but I've moisturized and all that jazz so I won't be dry as for primer. I'm going to go in with the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. Now, I know that this is more of a smoothing, pore-filling primer, so if you have really dry skin, you might want to double up in primers. I've been noticing that with just normal moisturizer, and if I use this, it works like a dream. I also really like this guy because it is clean at Sephora, which is a really big deal. I love this primer. It has anti-aging qualities in it, and it does a really good job of minimizing pores and smoothing everything out. It smells so good. I start to press into the skin, and I don't like to rub, I more press and swipe, especially where I have pores, noticeable pores, and then everywhere else I still mostly press, but I start to wipe a little bit more. Just because those areas, I'm not trying to fill in pores, I'm just trying to smooth out everywhere. Now that our skin is primed and ready to put foundation on, I'm gonna go in with my new trusty tried and true foundation. If you watched one of my later makeup tutorials, I used this and I was praying to God that it was the right foundation shade, and it's literally a perfect match. Thank God. It's so hard to find a foundation shade when you're self-tanning or just in general, I feel like, because there's so many different types of foundation and so many different lines do their foundation shades totally different than others. I am using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Punjab, and I love it. I love it so much. If you have a little bit of dry skin, you don't like a matte finish, you like something more natural, silky satin finish, I would definitely go for this guy. Really nice. Super full coverage. You can do medium to full, but you can definitely get that full coverage look, and it hardly feels like there's anything on your face too, which is super nice. So I'm gonna go in with that, and I'm gonna use my Juno & Co sponge. I'm sorry, he looks super dirty. That just means he's been loved a little bit. And also, did you guys see that Juno & Co made a pink sponge? Like, yes, give me life. I love pink. If you couldn't tell by all the art on my channel already, pink is like my favorite color ever. Bridge. So next I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer in the shade 2. Now, this is probably a little too light for my foundation, but I feel like all their other shades were just way too peachy, or either they started to get too dark, and I didn't want to not have a lightened under eye area, so I decided to go for the shade 2. I still really want to try the Jouer concealer, and I think I would be in the shade Creme Brulee. I think it was the one that I was looking at. I'll put on the screen right now what shade I thought I would be. It's just so expensive. I mean, it's not that bad, it's only $20, but your girl is broke, as I said in my last few videos, as I'm trying to save up for an international trip this year. It's going to be at the end of May. I'm still not going to tell you guys where I'm going yet because I want it to be a surprise because I'm that girl, but Yeah, international trips are not cheap, as you could imagine. So I've been trying to use some more drugstore options, which you might notice me switching a lot to drugstore if I'm running out of things, just because I am trying to cut costs where I can so that I can go on this trip that I'm going to go on. I'm also going to use this to highlight the face as well, just a tiny bit, because you really don't need a whole lot. Just on the chin, a little bit on the nose, and I like to do a little bit on the forehead. And I do tend to have a creasy forehead, so I will set my forehead, but I won't set the other areas as I don't want them to dry out. Tend to make a lot of facial expressions, so I need to set my forehead. And I only take the smallest amount, just about this much, on my beauty blender, and I press that into the skin. I don't necessarily bake, I just press it right in so that I don't crease throughout the day on my forehead. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick, and I'm gonna do this off camera, so we'll be right back to finish off the rest of the face. And just like magic, my eyebrows are now on my face, looking good, fierce, fun, fresh. I'm gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the shade Tantric. As you can see, it's much loved. And I'm gonna use my Morphe R2 to apply this. Now, I don't really enjoy contouring much. I just kind of do this to warm up the face. And it does kind of give it a lifted appeal too, but it's not going to be any harsh contouring. All of this stuff I use on a daily basis, so it's supposed to be a little bit more wearable, more of like that everyday full beat makeup, just to kind of give you that whole, I don't want to say photoshopped, but definitely photoshopped appearance, just so you have that flawless filter kind of look. Now I'm going to use the blush in Amaretto by Becca, and I'm going to use the Morphe M530. And I've been doing this look with my blushes where I kind of start back here and then work my way forward. I kind of like that whole vibe. And I always make sure I try to blend it in with the bronzer that I just put on. You don't want to have too harsh lines on your face because then it won't look natural, obviously. It's just going to look like you put two lines of color on your face. Next, I'm going to use some highlighter. I'm going to use Becca in the color Champagne Pop. Do I really need to explain why I'm using this? Everyone knows this is a great highlighter. Jaclyn Hill did such a great job making this highlighter with Becca Cosmetics. Mine's actually broken, so I'm just dipping it into the shards of brokenness. That's how much I still love this. Just putting that on the high points of my face. And then a tiny bit towards the apples of your cheeks so that when you smile, it gives it that little glow. Just a little bit though, because you don't want to accentuate pores. And I concentrate the majority of my highlight on my cheekbones. I do highlight the rest of my face with this, but the majority of the shade and the color and the bling is going to be on my cheekbones. I just personally enjoy that look best. I'm actually going to finish up my eyes really quick off camera for this video. If you want to see how I did the eyes, I'll link the video in the corner. Just click on the little eye. I can't ever remember which corner it's in. Just click on the little eye to see how I did my eye makeup look, and then we'll come back for the final touches. I've finished off my eyes and I even did my lipstick. Now for the final part of the face, I guess you could say, is the setting spray. This is the crucial part that makes everything melt into the skin and just look nice and dewy and photoshopped. So I am using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love this guy because he's literally a continuous mist. And then just dry yourself off with your hands, a fan, whatever you want to use. I just use my hands because unfortunately I'm not that extra yet. That is how I do my face base every day. So let's bring you in for some montage-y close-ups. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below and give it a big thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed the video so that I will continue to make more beauty videos for you guys. Also, if you want to see lots of beauty and lifestyle videos, please hit that subscribe button down below. My goal for this year is to hit 1K subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification if you want to be notified for every upload that I make this year. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!